I suddenly froze in terror. The water in the pond started boiling. I couldn't react. Then, cracks appeared on the road, stretching all the way to the traffic cop's feet. The next second, a deep pit opened up, and the officer fell right into it. The pit started expanding, swallowing everything in its path. People ran in panic. I tried to reverse, but the cars ahead were too many. I couldn't escape. In desperation, I decided to get my kids out of the car, but my son got knocked over by the panicked crowd, falling to the ground. I told my daughter to go ahead and rushed to help my son. I ran a few steps, but then saw my son swallowed by the pit. In that moment, my heart shattered, but the pit kept growing, and it was coming closer. I tried to run, but it was too late. I was about to fall in, when suddenly, a hand grabbed me. It was my daughter, but she didn't have the strength to pull me up. The pit kept spreading, and I knew the longer we stayed, the more danger my daughter would be in. I couldn't bear to drag her down. After a painful goodbye, I let go of her hand and willingly fell into the pit. I fell until I saw a flash of green light pulling me in. When I opened my eyes, I found myself in a desolate world. A strange green light hovered above me, but I didn't have time to think. I needed to find my son. I pulled out my phone, but there was no signal. Confused, I didn't stop. I kept searching. Then, a thick smoke caught my attention. I hurried over and found a group of people who had fallen into the pit. I found my son and sighed with relief. We hugged, overjoyed that we were both alive. But then, a giant wolf appeared from the trees. It was 3 times the size of a normal wolf. The wolf charged at us, and my son and I ran for our lives. It wasn't the only one. More wolves flooded the area, attacking the survivors. I saw people fighting back, but they were no match for the wolves, quickly torn apart in the chaos. My son was knocked down by a wolf. I grabbed a stone and hurled it at the wolf, driving it away. But the wolf lunged at my son and was about to bite him. Just then, a man fired a gun, killing the wolf and saving us. The wolves retreated. I checked my son's wound. He had been bitten. One of the survivors was a doctor, and he quickly bandaged my son's injury. But without antibiotics, he wouldn't survive for more than 2 days. I was deep in thought when suddenly I remembered the ambulance. When the pit opened, an ambulance had fallen too, and it probably had medical supplies. The doctor agreed to go with me to find it. We called Jack and moved carefully, keeping an eye out for beasts. Fortunately, we found the ambulance. Just as the doctor grabbed the supplies to leave, I saw something terrifying. The mountains looked exactly like the Hollywood Hills. That meant we were still in Los Angeles. We hadn't crossed into another world. The doctor and Jack were stunned. We couldn't believe it. Just as we were processing this, a deep growl echoed from the distance. We looked up and saw an extinct saber-toothed tiger right in front of us.
Run!